development projects in a lot of areas within the region, from Nigeria, Ghana, DRC, and to Kenya, of course, and it's spanning over 30,000 acres. Now, when it comes to Kenya, Tatu City is a 5,000-acre mixed-use project that encompasses industrial, commercial, and more uses in Kiambu. The project was announced 7 years ago and has been dogged by controversy. It is said to cost 350 billion shillings at completion. To talk further, we have Roger Rebello, Head of Utilities Endeavour, joining us. Welcome, Roger.
Thank you, Malika.
All right, we're very glad to have you with us. Now, of course, Tatu City is famous for being ambitious real estate project. You know, shareholding and project management issues aside, idea of a smart city, as it were, is definitely enticing. So what are the greatest factors that need to be in place to carry out the execution of a smart city?
Well, a smart city needs to have a strong DNA. And if your foundations are not strong, and your selection of technology to future-proof it is not been done properly, then I think you're going to struggle. So it's not a piece of cake. When you look at 5,000 acres, you're literally putting in fiber on all kinds of technologies, active devices, to actually make it live, to bring life into the city. So planning is key, strategy is key, and it's a journey. So making a city smart is going to take us about 20 years. As technology evolves, it's going to be easier. And Tatu City is definitely a forward-looking project. It's probably 20 years ahead of any other city in East Africa. So I think we're going to set some standards as we go along. We're going to have a few surprises. We're going to definitely improve the lives of all the users who are going to come and live in Tatu City. And it's true, live, work, and play is what our motto is, and that's what we are going to try and achieve.
Okay. All right. Now, you know, Tatu City has seen a bit of a back and forth when it comes to accusations with local investors, having trained their accusations against their foreign partners. And there's a bit of course, a mix-up there. There's been a lot of court issues as well. We won't touch on the specifics, but to undertake this level of a project, how is harmony best achieved between international and local investors, in your opinion?
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone has to have an open mind. And there's always two sides to the story. And as we go along, we have always shown with performance and action. And it's time for people to come and visit Tatu City and see for themselves. I mean, at the end of the day, what you see is what you get, and what you touch, you can feel. So if you come to Tatu City today, and if you see how things are being developed, what is being done, how it's being done, you will see that whatever we said we are going to do, we have done it, and we try to do better. And as we go along, I'm sure we will convince people through our actions on what we are doing.
Okay. All right, moving on from that now. Land title issues, claims of issues with tax too, and now there's been talk to seek government extension on tax holidays to protect investors. So you were telling me a little bit earlier on that that already is in place, and so this whole request doesn't need to be reprocessed.
I mean, Tatu City, I can only speak from a Tatu City point of view. We are an SEZ. We are working very hard with the government and the authorities to get that status operationalized. And it's a benefit that works both ways. I mean, let's be honest. It's something that works for all those who come to Tatu City and Tatu City as well. So it's an incentive for both parties who are going to live there, develop it, to actually do something different and reinvest their proceeds for that come in from, you know, the normal revenue into the project itself.
Okay, great. Now, you know, we've seen that 5 companies have started operations already, including Dormans. And how far are we from accommodating all the companies who are signed up to operate within Tatu City?
I mean, from a smart city point of view, we are at the design stage at the moment. And I said it, as I said earlier, it's a journey. So once the designs are done, about 8 months to a year from now, we will start the implementation of actual technology, passive technology. And then once you have the passive technology in the ground, you can then start strategizing on the active components of technology you would like to bring at Tatu City. It's a journey. Once we start the design phase and we move on from design to implementation, I think about 5 years from now, we should start seeing the same level of smartness, if you may, in Tatu city, like any other smart city project in the world.
Okay, and as we wrap up, my final question would be, of course, when it comes to utilities, you have to provide quite a bit of framework in order to enable those companies that are coming in to set a base and to operate successfully, from energy to water to fiber, like you said, and so many other components. So what are the greatest challenges you've had in terms of setting up those utilities in order to get things off the ground?
I mean, one of the things that we have a challenge with is getting people to understand our futuristic vision, okay? What we are doing today needs to last 30, 40 years from today, not just now and yesterday. So when we look at energy, we are looking at energy, water, sewerage, telecommunications, gas in a unified form.
Okay.